A third group we are concerned about are the young people. Not concerned about them, but which we are very anxious to make sure that we do the best for them. Creating opportunities so that the next generation will do well. Developing their potential. Not just studies, but sports, arts, music. If you are good at something, we make sure you have the chance to develop that talent. And keep many paths open so you can do better than your parents. We want this for you. Every parent wants this for the children. If you visit our new ITEs, there's one brand new one in Ang Mo Kio, in my constituency, not very far from here. You will see what it looks like. It looks like a university. We are also expanding the polytechnics. They also look like universities because we believe that we want to provide the best for all our kids. And many ITE kids go to the poly, and many poly kids go to the university. And in the universities, we are creating more places, allowing more students to go, and going from 25 to 30 to 40% of our students making it to university every year. More opportunities, chances to go up. And because of this, Singaporeans can do well regardless of your background, regardless of what your starting point is. That's what we mean when we say the PAP is on your side. The candidates in this by-election provide quite a neat example of how these policies are working. Koh Poh Kun is a good example of these policies. From a poor family, living in Punggol in an atap hut, neighborhood school, went to Haising, Maristella Secondary School, went to Hwa Chong, went to NUS Medical School, became a doctor, and because of his experience, he felt he had a responsibility to help those who had helped him. And so he's here, back in Punggol East today. But Koh Poh Kun is not the only candidate like that. Yesterday, if you watched the Workers' Party rally, you listen to what the Workers' Party says about Ms. Lee Hsien Loong. She also shows the success of our system because she went to school, she went to N-levels, she completed her N-levels, she went on, she did her O-levels, she went to Ngee Ann Polytechnic, she did well, and later on she got a degree on her own, and now she's a candidate. So I say she shows that the Singapore system built by the PAP is a good one. We have made all these changes over the last 10 years because the world has changed, because our society has changed, because new needs have come up, and we have responded to them because we are serving the people and answering to what the people need. We've had 3 PMs in Singapore. Loh Tia Kiang yesterday said, Lee Kuan Yew, Goh Chok Tong, Lee Hsien Loong, and the PAP has changed. He got it 2 wrong and 1 3/4 wrong. First wrong, in terms of our ideals and our objectives, we remain absolutely the same. Second wrong, in terms of the integrity and the white, we remain absolutely the same. Third 1/4 mark is our policies, our social policies, they have changed. But in fact, they have changed from less to more, not from more to less. When Mr. Lee Kuan Yew was Prime Minister, it was tough love. Self-reliance, social support kept to the minimum, but created the opportunities for people to look after themselves and to get up. And it was a right policy, tough, harsh, but it helped Singapore to succeed. And it did a lot of good for Singapore in that era. Mr. Goh Chok Tong took over as Prime Minister in 1990. He had a softer approach. Many helping hands. That was a different generation, a different style, and I think that helped Singapore to adjust to a new generation's need. When I took over from Mr. Goh Chok Tong, the society had changed further, and so we greatly increased the social programs, especially programs for the old, especially programs for the less fortunate. That's not to say one policy was right or another was wrong, but each was what we needed for that period. When first Singapore was young, then in the 1990s, and then mid-2000s and beyond. So, indeed, we have changed. Indeed, the PAP has changed its policies. But Low Tia Kiang was looking in the rear-view mirror. He got the direction wrong. We must look forward and do what is right for Singapore for the future. And that means the government will do the part, but the government cannot do it alone. Singaporeans have to do your part. Work hard by yourselves individually. Also work well together with me and my team so that we can improve our lives. You can see this in other countries. Positive examples where it works together. Also negative examples where the public is at odds with the government. They fight. There's gridlock. There's social unrest. In the end, you have sadness and bad results all around. We will help Singaporeans to thrive in the global economy. Our policies are to help Singaporeans do well and succeed. All our policies are meant to benefit Singaporeans. That's what we are here for. The voters are our masters. Our responsibility is to you to do what we think is the best for you. Individual policies, you can always argue, and we are always happy to argue. You want to manage foreign worker inflow better? Let's see what clever ideas or better ideas you have. You want to discuss education or healthcare? We are happy to take new suggestions and try them out. But if you take it as a package, I think we can honestly say as a package, the policies have worked. We've created full employment. All the people we produce from the ITEs, from the polys, from the universities, they come out, they get their work, full, good jobs, reasonable pay. Very few countries can say that. Our international standing is high. And all Singaporeans have benefited because the PAP is on your side. One more thing which has not changed about the PAP is that we still maintain high standards of integrity. That's one of the reasons why after all these years, after a lot of debate, we are still wearing white and white and haven't changed our uniform. We are honest with Singaporeans. We are honest when it comes to talking about issues. We are honest when it comes to ourselves. It's easy when you're doing popular things. Just give away like Santa Claus. It's easy to be popular. It's not so easy to tackle difficult challenges and trade-offs and choices. What do you want? Do you want faster growth? Do you want fewer foreign workers? Do you want more hard work? Or do you want more leisure? Do you want more competitive schools and good results and good futures, or more relaxed schools and fall behind? Or how can we find a balance in between? We have always openly talked about these challenges and trade-offs, even when it is unpopular. When you want something more, how are we going to pay for it? What do we have to give up?